Hey, Nicola Light here, remembering us all back into our light. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about the vibration of grief. It is a vibration of loss. It is an influx of energy that has a feeling that something is missing. It was interesting years ago that I had some channeling that I've now created my book, which will be coming out very soon, about these different subjects about energy and information for us to help us with our ascension journey. And one of the particular subjects within the book, which I want to talk about today, is the energetic pulse and the understanding of grief itself. Let me just align me to my back. So I'm going to bring forward some codes to assist us with a remembrance type of code to help us with the understanding of our energetic pulse and the movement of this energy into why is it that we are going through a grieving process on loss. Now, it doesn't matter what the loss is, but it's an energy that is within us that perpetuates words and feelings and thoughts into a past now moment. So I want to look into this and see if I can deepen so that I have an understanding for myself, and so that it's then presented and created for you to then see it from your perspective of what it is that I present here. As together we rise through the journey of it. I will unpack it with my whiteboard also, because I want to get a deeper understanding for myself. Is that why is it that some people can move through a sense of grief and some others cannot? And it might hook into our system on a lifetime experience as a human being in this reality, and then bring us back into a karmic looping system, if that's your belief system, that then we're hooked back in, rather than actually disconnecting and allow ourselves to rise through the journey. So let me set my intentions to bring in some codes to assist you with if you are going through a sense of loss. Now, a lot of deconstruction also brings a sense of loss. It could be something as simple as your favorite dress, or money loss, or it could be somebody in a sense of bereavement also, which is a deeper, touchy, titled delicate, sensitive, which we're going to leave to one side for now. But it's the sense of grief within you with the sense of loss. So let's go into that vibration. Okay, da. So just take a deep breath now to accept these codes of light that are running through my heart for the greater good and the expansion of our inner standing of why is it that we feel that vibration within us, whether it is in our now or whether it is something for the future, for us to have an understanding of why is it that it perpetuates cycles and patterns. Dana antagiatan tok olosh mata tankiata, san antakal ushbata antiki itenakiatam. The movement of the energy that sits within us, I'm going to write a little notes on here with it for me to keep my ego on track, is that the underpinning vibration is fear. It's because there are many times that we would have experienced of a human in itself to experience a sense of loss. And because the once bitten, twice shy type energy comes in, we start to misalign the energy into perpetuating a cycle within us that we think that we're going to lose again. It's going to lose again then. Oh, we're going to lose again. And so this sort of grief comes in with the sense of the release of block from the system, which comes from an underpinning energy of fear. Then compounded on top of that, we then have anger, and then there sits sadness. Okay. So it's anger and sadness. Think it up. Oh yeah. And when we say sad, it is because we are grieving. We are sad. Okay. Da. But as we ascend through the journey, we see then that when we let something go, something new comes in. And when we open up into that understanding, we see that as the words flow through, There may be some stickiness that's sitting in my throat right now. Just a second. So it may affect us with the words that we speak when we talk of such subjects. But it is that loss that sends this energy, this correspondence to say that we are feeling sad when we mask ourselves into, I am not feeling sad. I suppress it and I put on a mask to basically shove it down, stick it under the rug. No one will see. And within this, we mask ourselves on a daily basis of our loss, and we don't get into the deep core wound within it. We do not express ourselves into the loss, into that vibration of non-completion, non-experiencing, but we focus on the loss so that we cannot bring in the new. And that's the whole crux of it, isn't it? With a deep realization within myself as I align to the remembrance of these codes, with the inner light within myself, and I hope that this is reflective for yourself also, is the deep realization is that if you do not celebrate what was lost, how can you bring in the new? How can you bring in the new if you do not open up to the fact that everything comes in as an upgraded version of it when you let it go? So if you hold on to fear, if you hold on to sadness and anger of the loss, then it's going to perpetuate a cycle or keep tracking back into your story of the loss. And the vibration of the lost will create a hole within the system, a void within you. And that cannot be filled once you actually celebrate the connection in the first place. And there, where you can rise out and celebrate the connection rather than seeing it as a loss and seeing it as grief. We invert everything to then shine within us that disconnect into connection. So the universe wants to present for you a replacement. If there's an old love and you can't get over it, or if there's an old this or an old that, or a pot of money, if you do not allow that to say that was celebrated and now I'm ready for my new influx, then how can you then move through that grieving process to not lose again? Dana antakia tantakai a shuba ank ayo spaten kiatada ashna kiatada. So we want to come to the board now. So let's celebrate the board with all of its traces, as you can see, with all of the other, can you see on the distance here, all of the old, beautiful creations upon the board. But here we can see traces of it still on the whiteboard here. But it's a celebration of all of the videos, all of the videos that have been created in the past. Okay, I'm getting my pens. Let's see what the universe wants to speak through me and align to this energy of this beautiful whiteboard. I used to have a whiteboard actually that was very different, that didn't wobble so much. This one's wobbling, but I actually quite like it. It gives it another dimension. It gives it a personality all its own, doesn't it? But I don't grieve that other whiteboard because I've got this whiteboard here. So when you have the replacement, then it actually is okay. But when we focus on the loss of it, then it's harder to replace it. So the more that we allow ourselves to celebrate the connection in the first place, then we can then align to the celebration of the new coming in. Does that make sense? I do hope that does. It's making sense to myself. It's like if this pen runs out and I'm going like, oh no, I need a pen. Oh no, I need a pen. Oh no, I need a pen. This is very simplistic in what I'm saying, but it's like the celebration of the pen is like, oh, that pen was so good. Pen was so good. Oh, there it is. There's another pen just like that. I can go and get it. It's not the same as some of the other things. Okay, I'm not belittling experiences here. Loss of job, loss of finances, loss of relationships, loss of loss of loved ones, loss. The deconstruction phase within our evolution soul's journey is inevitable. We have to create that space for the evolution. We have to release it before we rise into the new. So we celebrate the old. Okay, da. So here we have, let me just get this in full. Here we have you. Da. Kiandatis kint ishma alai ki te si ale san I'm forward facing. That's different. It's a different sort of alignment. Kiante si e si I am. Kiate si mon kora si e la kaietana. Dana si santera kora ye se tana mante si kayata si e ya. Kianatasia bakiantarisya. We speak our words. Kiatarisya. We hold our hearts. Kiantakayesha. We ground our energy. Kanapokuasha. We are connected. We see with our eyes. We hear with our ears. Kianta si ish bakan akai oshu an I. There is an energetic pulse that runs to the back of us, the subconscious understanding, and the front end of our awareness. It is the conscious perspective. Dalakian kokoish bant akiata. She looks like a bit of a duck, but I think she looks quite sweet. She looks like she could be facing forward and she's winking. But no, okay, Nicola, get back in. Okay, ego kicks in now and again. It's like, what's that? Okay, but no. Okay, bring it back in, please. And here you have a wonderful alignment to something that sits within a box. Whatever that is within the box, there is the gift. There is the gift of connection. Okay? But within that pulse, there is going to be a sense of loss. Oh, no. There the box disappears. Down. And within the energetic field, there is this sense of loss of this that is connected to us that holds this missing box. This field of energy is missing, that creates within our energetic pulse a sense of non-completion, as this energy is creating a sense of void here, you see. So here it sets, but from a conscious understanding of it missing, it aligns to then the back end of the subconscious, because we don't want to see it, so we mask it, and we just pop it in the box and then move it from the conscious into the subconscious mind. And there it sits, the sense of missing. And this lies in your awareness, within your energetic field, that you are missing something, grieving something you have not fulfilled or completed or aligned to bring in a new perspective of that missing. But if you celebrated the missing, if you see the missing, is that you see that there is an opening of time and space for you to align into consciously, allow the energy of the universe to bring in the new, because you're running the energy of a plus. It is positive that this is missing, that you are not clinging onto it and putting it here. You are celebrating it. So with the celebration of it, it opens up the availability for a new to come in, your new gift. If not, and it's running on a negative point of view, that you're missing it, you're grieving it, you're fearing that you cannot receive the new, then there's going to be this misalignment of energy, of attraction of the new, because you're focusing on the loss. You're focusing on that. But when you focus on it in time, it sits into the subconscious, where then you are then missing it, but you forgot that you miss it, and you've got a hole in there that you're not healing through because it's tucked in the back end. It's that junk that you hold on to. It's because the celebration of what it is that you align to is not celebrated, is not positified. To do positified it within your experience. And this is the thing, is that many of us will go through these alliances with others, with people, with things, and we don't actually celebrate the journey within it. We create this void within our perspective and don't actually get down to the nitty-gritty of why is it that we cannot let go of it. It's because we never celebrated the loss of it. The deconstruction of it was to invite in the new. The universe wants to bring in for you, but you've kept this all in your back end into the system, hooked into your system to remind you that you never celebrated it, so that you cannot light up into the heart of it, to embrace in the new, to embrace in the new. And sometimes there are many people that I've spoken to in the past that would then reject new relationships, reject this, or go back into the similar types of relationships because you never dealt with the loss of the relationship. An energetic pulse that is channeled through on my book was talking about this in a slightly different way. But the energy that they were showing me is that this, in a simple form, is how it all fits. It is a physical, energetic pulse of energy that is not filled with love. It's not filled with love. So if you do not feel the missing or the deconstruction as a point of love vibration to positify it, to superpower up that vibration with a pulse of energy of love for the loss, that you cannot then let go. Your mind will hook into the story of it. Your whole being will be, well, when I had this and then I lost that, and then I can't fix this, and I keep doing this and I keep doing that. Is that you're creating a story within your mind because of the lack of the disconnection for the rise of you. Whatever's in that box, revisit it within your heart and see it for what it was. It was a pure creation of alignment to you. Now, sometimes those alignments may be sticky to hold, but do you love those experiences or do you not? Do you embrace those experiences or do you not? Until you love those moments through that time space that you do not love or you cannot forgive for that loss, then you will find yourself perpetuating cycles. And you will not rise through the journey of that story of the loss, because the vibration does not hold love for yourself as a result of the loss of something external of you. It is simple as that. It is a hard pill to swallow. It is a lesson in itself that a point of contact within anything, it is to come into that it just is non-dualistic perspective of experience. It is settling within your mind of the loss that it is all but an illusion anyway, a reflection of who you are not, aligned to you to show you your rise, so that you can then bring in all that your heart's desire, your mission point. It cannot come in unless you forgive, unless you move through it, unless you love the experience for it. And then things will start to shift for you. You will start to remember. The synchronicities will come in when you feel that gap of loss. And from that point, everything starts to tick, tick, tick forward for you, rather than too much in the past, and anchoring into those moments of where your soul, where the universe is trying to show you, you've got a gap there. There's a gap. There's a missing. There's a grief vibration within you. Can you see it yet? But when we speak the words of loss, when we say, well, when I did and when I did that and that happened, and the stories are created, we perpetuate and strengthen the loss. We strengthen the block in the subconscious mind, the vibration gap. So you cannot fill it yet until you start to love all of it. The journey of the deconstruction is difficult, but not. Depends how you look at it. The more you see and shine everything to be that of light for your perspective of your soul growth, there needed to be the loss so you could see that you are so much more, and the connection to the universe to see that everything is presented for you when you let go of the old. It is only through the experience of all of these deconstructions, left, right, and freaking center, that you actually see the deepening into the heart. And once you can deepen into the heart, you can place that vibration of that loss, And there it becomes a missing. And then you bring in your new. And here it comes. Because this is complete. It is complete for you to pulse that energy out. And from that emanation within you, the universe brings in the replacements. Okay? Dan agianta a kaishpa Dan ansa oshma enta Dan anta kai wakoi ishpa. Dan ansubo umma Siki ta su'u kai. San antokam bokoshma Dan ansu vochbali. San anta shan ena. But it's about seeing it in the first place. Seeing the words you speak. Seeing the words you speak, the vibration that you hold, is to see what it is that you are showing yourself through the adjustment of the energy and the frequencies of the alignment of the universe, by bringing in that sense of loss yet again and again and again and again and again. It's not about the loss. It's about the joy of the loss. For ego, what? And there's a moment in my mind, and I invite you to go into a story within your subconscious that's coming forward. I'm being given that to me right now, of a moment when there was a loss, without disclosing the story of it. The vibration of that affected a whole timeline that deconstructed all of my life. It brought me so many experiences because of the loss that I feel is going to happen again. It will not. Only if I allow that moment to be filled up with love. And there it sits within me, a clue to the understanding of myself, a deep core wound within ourselves that allow us to see, there is where that pattern started. There is where my belief is within my subconscious mind that now I can let go of, because I pulse into that past now moment of that experience that crumbled my reality to bring me to where I am now. And oh, what a joy, and how much thanks comes into my heart by now I can now look back and say, thank you, for without that, I would not be where I am right now. I had a little bit of a burping episode of release. So yes, interesting information come through there. Listen back to the recording again and deepen into your own understanding of what is it that's creating this sense of loss within yourself. See if this presentation of information ignites you, resonates with you, or it may not. But whatever it does, just know that the pulse of energy into that field of loss, into then loving that sadness and honoring the sadness and the sense of, actually I just got the word guilt as well, maybe your guilt for the frequency of the grief that has come in was maybe actually that you're feeling guilty that the loss came up altogether. So deepening into the Alice whole of Wonderland. So I'm going to leave it there because I can just talk forever and ever, amen. But just know that whatever you're doing, just know that I'm here. I'm creating all the time. I'm deepening into my understanding. So hit that notification bell. Make sure that you're subscribed in so that you don't miss out on these videos, or search for it. Go like, where's Nicola's video? So because I want to understand myself more, but I do it here in public. So allow yourself to be in this now moment, just knowing that you are divine, just like I, as we are a reflection of each other. Okay, check out all my details below, nicolalight.com. Join my groups, come and meet me in my groups, book in a one-to-one with me, go on my online courses. My 8 program is so crazy good. Okay, have a look at that. Everything that I create is from my heart, so I just want to assist you all and in assisting myself along the journey. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, everyone. See you all soon. Bye.